Hi everybody and welcome back to the channel. I'd like to thank everybody so far for subscribing. We hit our first milestone of 100 subscribers. We're on our way up to the top. Here, this course vlog is from Industry Hills Golf Club. That is out in the city of Industry, California, just outside Los Angeles. It could be anywhere from a 10 to 45 minute drive depending on the day and the time. We're playing the Eisenhower Course. It's the longer of the two courses. Some would say the more championship of the two. Hole 1 is a dogleg right par 5. This hole plays up on top of the hill of the property and is relatively flat off the tee, but it is a little bit slopey up into the green. 245, it's about 255 with the slope.
Oh, it's gotta go.
Stay left, stay left, stay left.
Easy, soft bounce. Okay, soft bounce.
No, I got really lucky with that bounce, not hitting the car path and staying right here next to the bunker. Trying to get this up and down.
Roll. Roll. No, everything's wet.
Everything's wet because it's 6 a.m. Crack of dawn here this morning. You can see behind me, we're playing right up on top of a hill. You can see out there for days as long as there's no smog. I got about 30 feet here for birdie. Let's start it off right. Come on.
Oh! Are you kidding me?
Nice putt.
That's brutal.
Brutal.
Lippy, lippy.
Lippy. It's a par. Let's go on to the next one. Hole 2 is straight off the cliff. Little tiny fairway down there. It's about 220 to get to the fairway and about 260 to the water. So I'm taking my 2-iron, aiming down the right-hand side to the fat of the fairway.
Oh, Brett. Wow.
I didn't know how far right that went, but I got pretty lucky with it hanging up in the rough. Ball sitting way below my feet, that hanging lie. And with all that water in front of me, I just did not want to hit it in the water. So I aired a little bit to the middle of the green. It actually went a little bit right because of the slope. And here I am with a, 75-foot putt for birdie?
Come on!
I was just about starting to get to the feel of these greens. Industry Hills has got some ridiculously slopey greens. They got different tiers to them. They're all very smooth, very quick, and sometimes when you step over the 3-footers that you think you can make, they lip right out. But when you give it to yourself, you give it to yourself, right? Third hole. Par 4. Now, 2 was right down the hill, so 3 is right back up the hill. It's not quite as severe of a slope, but it's definitely uphill. 353 is a super deceiving number. I'd say it's about 400 yards total.
Oh, thin, but it worked.
I've been in those bunkers down there before, and I didn't like it. So this time I took my 2-iron and decided to lay short of it. Left myself a good number, though. 134. I got a pitching wedge here in my hand, and that typically goes about 140 yards. So with the slope, I think that was right about the perfect number. But we got bunkers right in front of the flag, so maybe the perfect number was not quite enough.
Be enough. Be enough. I don't know, we'll see.
I went up there, and well, sure enough, it was not enough. You can see nobody rakes the bunkers anymore because of COVID, so you give yourself a good lie and do the best you can.
Much, Brett.
I thought the uphill slope would really help jettison that up, but instead I caught it too well. About 30 feet here down the slope for par, and just trying not to 3-putt for bogey when it's this far away. Pretty happy with the lag putt. And we're going to have a tap in here for bogey.
Oh, I can see this part of that putt actually.
Okay, this is the 4th tee box, and as you can see, when you park, it's just the edge of a cliff. So you tee it up, and you cannot see a single thing down there below you. You just kind of have to pick a reference point. Maybe there's some trees out there in the distance, and try to hit it straight as you possibly can. Got that one to turn over a little bit, but clearly not enough because I'm still on the right side of the hole and the right side of the bunker. 163 here with the hill down. It's about 153, 155, and that's a driving range 9-iron for me. Should be pretty good.
Jesus. Oh.
Oh, I hit that so well. Too well, in fact, that it went long and right into another bunker. So let's get this one up and down.
Come on, keep going.
Now, because I said there's no brakes, I try to do my best and clean up behind me. You know, just kind of smooth it out, people. Just smooth it out. We don't need some giant lumps in there. It doesn't need to be the sand dunes of Glamis.
Oh, just.
Oh, man. Trying to get up and down, but that's another bogey. Back-to-back sandy bogeys. Hole 5 here. Looks like an innocent par 3, but it's really nasty. Really, really nasty. About 220 to the center. I got lucky with a front pin with 203. Now, the reason I say nasty as we zoom in here, to the left of the hole is just a pit of nothingness. Straight down 20, 25 feet, and just rough everywhere. Balls sunken down in it. Gotta just chop it up there. I got pretty happy with that one, though. Little 3 feet tap in here for par. Okay. Made a par here. Back off the bogey train and on to 2 of the hardest holes on the golf course. First is the 6th, a split fairway par 4, and note the distance. It's almost 500 yards.
Oh! Hold on, ball, hold on.
I was trying to turn the ball over, and I just lost it a little bit right. It kind of trickled down the car path for me and was right up against the curb. I was very, very happy with that. Was able to take my drop right off the car path, but unfortunately I was behind a tree. If I could get it under this, though, there was enough clearance in front of me for the ball to fly a pretty far distance.
Oh, it worked, but I just.
So that's a 8-iron distance, and I took a 6-iron to get it under the tree, and it still launched up into the air, got over the next set of trees, and ended up almost pin high down in this little chipping area to the right. Now I'm taking my 64-degree lob wedge and hitting a nice nippy chip shot off this tight lie.
Oh, too much respect.
You'll see why I said too much respect. This putt is slippery.
Stay up, stay up. Oh! God, good read, though.
Man, I really thought I had that. It's okay. That's a bogey on one. I think that's the toughest hole on the golf course, but according to them, this apparently is the toughest hole on the golf course. The 7th hole, it's a par 4. It's a dogleg left and uphill. You got bunkers left and right all over the fairway. It's 470 yards.
Shit.
And like I said, with the uphill, it plays almost 500 yards just like the last hole. Now, I knew this one wrapped around the corner. I got this thing to draw and got really good bounce out of it, even though it was still in the rough. You can see the uphill lie with my stance there. So I just still hit an 8-iron. This is still that 8-iron distance. Should be okay. This green sits up on its own little plateau, kind of all by itself up there with 2 little bunkers protecting it. If you're short of those bunkers, you're way down the valley. Don't want to be there. And, well, that right there, that's a giant fried egg. I know it's breakfast time, but I didn't order any fried eggs here. I wanted the bunker shot next to me, not this one. So what do we do with fried eggs? Chop. Just chop it out with a square face and hope that it runs out the best you possibly can. This one didn't quite run out as much as I hoped it had. So I had another 30-foot putt for par. So let's just leave it close and not make double.
Oh.
I really thought I was going to make it, though. I mean, that'd be nice if you could make it for par instead of making another bogey and dropping a 4 over par, but it's okay. That's the really difficult stretch of the golf course down there on the bottom of the valley, and here we start a couple holes in a row that are relatively simple. 5, 16 of a par 5. Hey, let's take advantage of this one. This one's just kind of a skinnier hole down there. You really got to thread it through the trees. And gave it all I got and just overcooked it. Overcooked it right into the trees. And couldn't do anything here. I mean, there was nothing in front of me. So what can you do? You just chip it out. Chip it out even through the branches. It's okay. Still got out and didn't get all the way out and stayed in the rough. But yeah, complimenting myself there for a great shot, sarcastically. 149 yards here. This is a 9-iron. Nice smooth swing there. This was staying right on the stick. I was pretty happy with this one. Spun back a little bit and off to the right-hand side. But, I mean, I've been facing this length putt all day, so maybe we can get one of these to drop. That's not the Kevin Na early walk. That's the I missed this putt because I didn't hit it there early walk. And another par. Number 9, treacherous little par 3 here. I think it's only 135 yards, but that is the skinniest little green I've ever seen. Just a full pitching wedge for me here up the hill. And man, this thing landed pin high, but because it was 5 yards right, it kicked down and kicked right into the fluffy stuff here. So I had nothing to do but take my 64-degree lob wedge.
Oh, come on, baby.
Come on. Can we get a subscribe for that little chip in birdie to close it off? What? That's pretty good. I'm really, really happy with that. We ended up shooting 3 over par, but that's okay. A 3 over par 39 gets us to where we need to be.
So do you get the
That's how you end a vlog.
And like I said, that's how you end a vlog. We'll see you next time. Later.